inspiration behind this poem. I call it Deadman's Creek. Every ranch has their rituals. A rite of passage where a boy becomes a man. A test of guts and grit and horsemanship. How a day rider earns the title of a hand. For the cowboys on the Triple G, that's a midnight ride down Deadman's Creek. Legend had it, you rode the creek until its end, you'd find yourself amongst the beasts, stewards of the wild land. They say if you do reach the end of this cursed creek, your efforts would be rewarded, as the sunrise could not be beat. But first, you must survive a midnight ride down Deadman's Creek. It was dark and foggy that February evening. Heck, I could hardly see. As I sorted through the bunch, searching for a steed, I chose a Mustang pony for this perilous trip. His frame was a bit smaller than the rest of them, but my God, his heart was big. I could have chose the dun horse, who was tall and lean. There was also the gray mare, who was as stout as could be, but I chose the Mustang pony. Young and a bit green, there's just something about that pony that, well, reminded me of me. With our shadows as our companions, we rode out into the night to a cricket and hoof-step serenade, guided by the moon's light. I knew we had reached Deadman's Creek by the splish-splash beneath my pony's feet. Into shallow waters, we rode east. Felt my pony's muscles tense and heartbeat rise. As we rode along, he spoke to me silently. I felt through my thighs. My mouth went dry as a scream pierced the sky, and in the distance, a caterwaul shrieked. Like a volcano eruption, my pony went to bucking right there beneath my seat. I thought, oh hell, that was a mountain lion's wail. I pulled my pony's nose to my knee. I'd be damned if we turned back now and rode on towards the creek. Shaken and stirred, I gave him the spurs, leaving that caterwaul behind us. Our reins were slick from sweaty hands as we approached what looked to be a mountain. I paused and patted a salty neck, both our hearts a-pounding. The February rain made for slick terrain as we made our ascent. Speed would be in our favor, so I gave my pony a kick. By the light of the moon, I saw a steam plume as his flanks flared with each breath. Deadman's Creek had its legacy, but wouldn't be claiming me. The cold wind on my face, hot blood in my veins, oh, I'd never felt so alive. And higher we climbed. The sun began to rise and called to me like a beacon. As we neared the top, my pony stopped and his stride weakened. I kicked him again and whispered, my friend, we have almost made it. The little horse with the big heart, by God, he dug deep and gave it all he got, dripping sweat and snorting loud. Thunderous hooves tore into the ground. We cleared the top as the sun and moon swapped. A pink sky rose above us. I looked around, but the beasts were nowhere to be found. And I began to understand. Well, the beast lived within the man who dared to ride for the Triple G brand. Thank you all very much. It is an absolute pleasure to now introduce my good pal Manny Mendez from the wrestling mat to the rodeo arena. We've been through